tune into news across the galaxy where they talk all things LA Galaxy with the Nag Boys. Let's start nagging.
Are we?
Oh my god. So, this episode's gonna be a tough one to swallow.
Kind of like the start of this episode.
So, we're gonna drink some high quality. This episode's gonna be a tough one to swallow. What's going on over here? I hear a lot of things. My headphones.
I hear a lot of things too, man.
This episode's gonna be a tough one to swallow. What's going on over here? I hear a lot of things. What's Chris Klein running this fucking show?
The intro to this is very tough to swallow.
Ah, there it is.
Okay. As I was
What'd
saying,
you say about swallowing?
You guys heard like all the multiverses coming in at once. What did I say about swallowing? They should have swallowed Chris Klein.
Yeah. That intro right there sounded like the days we were having these past couple days, dude.
I feel like the Mr. Krabs fucking...
Well, we're going to need this to get us going.
Yeah.
We're going to take a nice shot of this high quality tequila that it's not high quality.
It's called Jose Cuervo.
That's good.
All right. So,
Oh, shit.
we got a couple special people here. Well, first, let me start with the regulars. As always, I got B-Ray right here.
What's good?
I got Chewy.
Hey, what up, what up?
And Edgar. What's up, Edgar?
What's up, guys?
And then a couple special guests. You do not see him on your screen, but he definitely is here. Andrew, a.k.a. Samoa Bob. What up, Andrew?
Hello. How's it going, everybody?
It's going okay, I guess. It's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
And then we've got Alex, the
In studio.
resident Nexter.
Resident-
I don't
Yeah,
know.
The
resident
couch.
Nexter.
I like being the guy on the
The
couch.
guy on the couch.
Guy in the couch.
Yeah.
I don't know why I believe him, yo.
I just do.
You want to be the Howard Stern guest?
Yeah.
Sit on the couch.
Yeah. And then we're going to try to get you to take your clothes off.
We need
it
to
is.
sit on a speaker while Eddie hums quietly.
Well, what?
Something about coming. Oh, hums.
Oh, okay. He's talking about private parts. It did come through that way at first, but then I was like, wait, I know what he's talking about.
Coom.
That's
Okay.
right.
Now, this is going off the rails pretty fast. So let's forward through a couple things.
Yeah, some positives.
And we're going to get to the main event, right?
Some
'Cause
positives right now.
You know what? There's a lot not to be happy about. So,
Yeah. So let's run through the quick positives.
okay, cool.
A shout out, actually, to Nuria, who has linked up with Abja and has traveled to my motherland, El Salvador, and did a couple murals out there. She's usually hangs out with Lars. I believe she's a Lars member. So shout out to her.
That's tight.
Yeah, that's super cool.
I can't wait for
cool
you guys to do
collaboration.
something for my motherland.
Really cool. Another positive or negative, however you want to see it. Efra had another baby number 2.
I didn't know he was pregnant, but I guess you could tell if you really looked at him.
Of course. Another positive, Liga G returns. Congratulations on their 12th or
Positive for me.
15th season or whatever it is.
I'm always there. I got a collection of wooden spoons over there, bro.
Hey, but we're part of the original cast of Liga G teams. Borat checks for life, baby. Fuck Barcelona.
And we're the last one left.
I played for that little tournament that we had at Absolution. Oh, dude, I got my ass kicked.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
dude.
was I could play that shit.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Also, we were there. The ACB soccer event they had at in Torrance. It was cool. It was cool to see a lot of people come back and
That fucking field for my
for my knees.
47-year-old knees.
For my knees, it is not.
I'm not 47.
Jeez.
My knees are 47.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, when you hit the brakes on there, I feel like my knees are gonna go the opposite way.
Dude.
Bro, you
Well,
want
I
to
don't
talk about
know.
knees, man?
Yeah.
I had arthroscopic knee surgery in my right knee.
Sounds painful.
And that's what happens when you turn 46. Let me tell you, 'Cause I am 46.
Damn, you're only 46.
I don't look like it, right? I usually use a lot of moisturizer, by the way. You know what I mean? It works.
So it works How?
But I will say, in the last 3 years, I've turned really gray, and I think it has to do with my son.
Hey man, it's 2023. You can be as gray as you want.
Good one.
Right? That's what Brugman did.
Hey, he did. A couple more positives.
Totally missed that.
Dejan Joveljic called up to the national team. Because in here in the studio, every day is Dejan Day.
Yeah, shout out to him. But that Serbian national team just saved some checks right there. Like, that's one less player we're gonna fly out and put in a hotel.
Also, a New Jersey has been leaked.
Yes, sir.
We can talk about that later.
Yeah, it has to do with the main event, I think.
Yeah.
So,
And I do want to give another shout out to Corner of the Galaxy. It's their 15th season as a pod. Shout out to the Podfather.
Shout out to them. Fucking Brian
Shout out,
hijacked the
Josh.
show, huh?
All right, boys, let's talk some shit.
Okay, hold on. So a couple things to fast forward to. So it looks like we're losing players by the day. It looks like Grand Sir is on his way out. It seems to be
That
personal
sucks,
issues.
man.
Yeah, I like him. I like his little bulldog. Like, who he reminds me of? And I don't know if you agree because you fucking hate the Lakers. That Derek Fisher type person. Like, he wasn't like the most fucking talented player, but he was there. Scrappy
He was
little
intense.
guy. And,
Okay.
just, that guy, you wanted him on your team.
Sean Marion for Dallas.
Fuck Sean Marion.
Tony.
How many titles you got?
One.
The fuck out of here.
I don't know, fool.
With your ugly ass shot, with your Lonzo Ball ass shot.
Fuck out of here, bro. Did you know he was 6th man of the year?
Good for him. He should have been in the starting lineup. Fucking loser.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, I have nothing against Sean Marion. It's just like
Grants are out, nobody in.
yeah.
Perfect.
You know what's crazy? Like everyone were losing. Well,
we do
Douglas
have some
Costa
people
seems to
in,
be
though.
coming back. They're all wingers though.
Yeah.
And we're linked to.
I mean, with the Douglas Costa thing, I think we kind of knew he was going to stay. Nobody really wants to pick up his contract or his skill level for where he's at on his
Still
fitness.
buy him out, right?
Yeah, you can
But
do the
they-
Geo thing, but
But did they want to do that? AG's about making money.
I don't know.
Obviously.
They
Not
just-
not wasting money.
nah.
So.
So
About Douglas Costa is like I follow like some of the Twitter that's going on in Portugal. I mean, in Brazil, and there's an interview with one of this very respected Brazilian journalists, and he was saying that Costa was very adamant about meeting with Grêmio and their president and other front office people, and he actually like went to dinner with them, and they had a long conversation. This guy is practically begging them to be let back into Grêmio because he wants to make amends for the way things went down when he was last with the club. But apparently, it hasn't happened. And if it is going to happen, it might be something like at the 11th hour, kind of like with Gio, when the team bought him out like right before the season started. You might see something similar to this, where Grêmio at the last second they're like, fine, come on.
But the thing with this one is like you can't do that because we don't have time. You have to move them now if we're going to bring somebody else in. I'd rather just keep them if that's if that's going to be the case.
it seems like that's going to be the thing.
For MLS, the window transfer window runs until April.
Damn, that's
Yes, it does.
That's Coachella season, baby.
So-
That's not
Yeah.
weird.
So there's no rush right now. That's why last year when he was brought in, it felt like some kind of like panic reaction, like, oh my god, we gotta get anybody, and then they brought him in, and it's like, oh, I wish we had some more analytical way of doing things, right? Guess not.
No,
Nope.
you're asking a lot from this team.
Yeah,
you know,
and for sure we'll get more into the rosters as the season comes closer. There's a couple weeks till preseason and maybe 40 days till the big day of the Rose Bowl, which, I mean, there's stuff happening with that.
Let me wrap up. Players leaving. Next one gone is Nick DePew.
DePew.
Traded
DePew.
for $50,000 and allocation money to where'd he go?
Nashville.
He went to Nashville.
Yeah. I was like, is it Nashville? Everyone goes to Nashville. Anyways, all I'm gonna say is bye. That's it.
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm good. And $50,000. Like, who the fuck do you think he is? It's Nick DePew.
It's funny. Nashville, they went from having Romney, who left, to getting DePew. I mean, that's a downgrade, bro.
Well, I mean, people said that when Rami left, and that was one of the ones that wanted Rami to stay.
Nah, I think Zimmerman proved he's a fucking beast.
Yeah,
I
you
think
put
that's why-
anybody next to him.
Yeah, I think that's why he looks better.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they flipped
You know,
him.
you ever heard the saying, the smaller the potatoes make the steak look bigger?
Yep.
There you go.
There's one last thing I wanted to mention, guys, because it's I think Corner Galaxy made a mention of this as well. Is that this is the first season where Galaxy is going to be involved in MLS Next Pro, and the way they explained, if you guys haven't seen their pod, they explain how it works. But pretty much it's replacing USL Championship where Galaxy those was playing, but in every sense, I mean, in every way you look at it, it's like a downgrade from USL because USL, you have a lot of adults, a lot of guys that used to be professional players involved in the teams, and now MLS Next Pro is just a bunch of youngsters. So it's like, how is this any different from like college or from like like semi-pro or amateur league where you're playing as guys your age? I mean, you're supposed to be playing as grown men already. Guys that are playing in MLS Next Pro, compared to what they're doing in Europe, where they're playing in academies against, guys that are coming up. And it's a big downgrade, in my opinion. And it's going to stymie some of the development that some of the guys that are coming up to the academy are, they're going to suffer. And we might see that in MLS as the next few years unfold, especially now because there's so many teams that talent has been diluted across the league.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't agree with it, but it's fucking MLS, right?
MLS does what MLS
It's very
does.
MLS-y of them to do it. So now people coming in again. I'm trying to forward to this so we can get to the main event and just
let's get to the main event.
Shit,
well, actually, before the main event, do you want to go over some of the comments?
We're not there yet.
Okay.
Hold on.
Well,
Listen
I
to
don't
me.
know.
God
What the fuck?
damn.
I don't.
I'm gonna fast forward it. We're gonna finish, and we're gonna go to the fucking main event. Okay?
Hurry up,
So,
hurry up.
the LA Galaxy signed defender Chris Mavinga, another Vanny guy, right? Out of the Vanny guys, it feels like only one of them's really, really worked out.
Tagato.
Yeah,
I don't care what anybody says about Vasquez.
I think
No, that one didn't work out.
I think had his moments. I didn't say he worked out. I think Raheem Edwards is still a liability in the back. So, yeah, another Vanny guy.
I think Raheem started great, and then just you saw the decline. Decline. Thanks, man.
Jimmy's got the buttons over there. He can make things work, but he's just like playing stupid games on his phone. He's over there on Christian Mingle and shit.
Anyway, yeah. So I think Delgado has
Farmers
been the
only.
most,
Yeah.
I guess
Farmers
successful
only.
trade, I guess, or pickup.
The most solid from that.
Yeah, let's see.
Well, either way. Okay, Chris Mavinga's here. That's cool.
That's can I say whelming?
It's whelmed. I don't know.
I mean,
It's whelming.
Yeah, it's
he's an upgrade over Depew if that's if that's consolation, I guess. And it sounds like he's going to be that guy off the bench. So
it's
don't
an
know.
expensive guy off the bench.
Better than Williams?
Yeah, dude. After a while, I told you guys like Williams is a liability too.
Yeah.
He's
Aerial, especially. Set pieces in air.
yeah. No.
No.
And on turf.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? Nah, he's a hero for doing that to that piece of shit. Shout
Yeah,
out to Derek
sure
Williams. He should have done it to the owner too. Should have done it to Klein.
Fuck. Before he left.
Maybe he did. That's why he got murked, dude.
Maybe.
Maybe. Another whelming Galaxy signed midfielder Memo Rodriguez from the Houston Dynamo.
Is it whelming?
But I play fantasy league. Oh, I'm bad at it. Maybe I'm the worst person talking about it. I've been watching all those games, playing fantasy. I've never.
He was in those numbers to put him as a starter, but he would do work off the bench. One thing that I do like about this signing is his ex-team, fans of that team, are saying good things about him. Saying,
okay,
you guys got
I-
a good one, type thing.
I got let me jump in real quick. Sorry,
yeah, go
Brian.
ahead, go ahead.
The reason is because I keep in contact with a lot of different podcasts around the league, and one of them is the Houston Dynapod. So I asked him, what can you tell me about Memo? And this is his, and I quote: he said, "Middling MLS midfielder, average quality, but can contribute when used properly. He was played out of position here often, and it affected his performances. He's a great guy, an academy kid, and we're sad to see him go. So at best, average player. But maybe, just maybe, Vanny can find a way to get the most out of him, like Bruce used to with his players. So who knows?
Dead piece, I guess, right? That's all it is.
That's fine.
I mean, we're gonna need them. We can't sign anybody. So
Yeah, no. So
let's take what we can get. Welcome, Mavinga and Memo.
whelming welcome.
Whelming, a very whelming welcome. All right, so
Main event. Can we get some main event music?
Let me get the pitchforks and the torches out.
Main event.
Main event.
I don't know what the fuck that was. But I guess because we bought that product, we technically own or we have the license to play that.
Probably.
Tight.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So if you live under a rock, unless you live under a rock, you've already heard Chris Klein will be returning as president of the LA Galaxy for 2023. Now, there is a lot going on, a lot of reasons to be upset. Some are obvious, some maybe not so obvious to some people. I have one that pisses me off, and it should piss everyone off too. And I kind of said this before, like I said, if he was going to come back, it was an insult to the fans, right? And the fact that they wouldn't fucking tell us was also an insult to the fans. Everybody wanted to know. Everybody wanted an answer. I don't think it would have made things much better, but I would have felt less stupid or insulted if they would have just said it in the beginning. They knew he was coming back, right?
Be straight up with us.
But here's the thing. This is where it pisses me off even more. It was an LA Times article. I'm in the Galaxy page right now. I went through Galaxy's Twitter right now. They haven't said shit.
Nope.
So they're still like, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
It's like,
Basically.
bro, just...
And even in the article, no one's quoted. It just says Galaxy said this, Galaxy said that. There's no person to put on. They can't even say like, the director of communications is saying,
Nobody's taking accountability. Nobody is stepping up.
It's such an obvious con. Like it's such an obvious they treat us like idiots. Like we're dumb, and they did it at 8:30 on a Thursday. What the fuck?
Yeah.
One of the things that a lot of fans were afraid of when this team was purchased by AEG was that the team would be owned by a faceless entity where nobody would have any kind of accountability, because the Galaxy went from being they were actually, when at the very beginning, they were a family-owned team. I remember like the owner, Danny Villanueva. They were nice people. They were like very approachable. And then AEG comes along, and then you see Uncle Phil like once in a blue moon, handing a trophy over to somebody and then disappearing back into his cave. That's about it. So as every year has gone by, that whatever personality this organization is supposed to have has completely eroded to the point where like you're like screaming, and it's kind of like you're screaming into an echo chamber, and you only hear your own voice coming back at you, and there's nobody responding. Mm-hmm. It's frustrating, right?
Very.
Very.
Go ahead.
Before we get to the actual statement that the supporter groups put out, would you guys like me to read out some of the
comments
that I got?
Go for it, and then we'll let our guests have at it. We'll go through the statement.
Well, we'll read the statement, and then you guys could nag. From Ree Beezus. I'd love for Klein to be out, but he just signed a fresh contract, so I don't see it happening. X-Friend Dog. I'll buy my tickets for the home opener. There's got to be another way to get Klein out. Bangarang 77. Viewing parties for home games. Mr. Julian Herrera. Maybe if we ask Klein nicely, he would just leave.
We haven't tried that.
Have we tried?
Never tried that.
Hey, imagine, sir, this is what's happening. Do you mind kindly stepping down? You know what? I'll do it. What the fuck? That's all it took.
He's gonna be like, nobody's ever asked me that.
Mufasa 420 121. Beer Herb by Metals. Arrival date T800 touchdown. I guess they'll get it when they hear it. Logan Jones. I'm proud of the supporter groups. We are actually doing this. There's more. One moment. Here we go. Ruiz Jr., 1983. I am not happy with Klein's contract extension, but I don't know about the boycotting of games. Staying through, Chan. What are your thoughts on protesting the game at the Rose Bowl? Alternative protest options?
We'll get there.
Tony, be real. Not attending games, the best solution or only solution for Klein out? Hurt season ticket members who paid. Logan Jones again. We are finally going to go on strike 3 years in the making. Adrian P13. Is there any scenario in which Klein stays on the fans? Wait, if Klein stays on and the fans return to the stands, what's the end game?
We'll ask those questions right now.
And Jay Undefeated 7 talk about the support group protest. And we are about to do that.
Cool. So,
Sorry, Eddie. Before we go on, I just want to set the table for this.
what
We
I would
often
do, but
hear in
I'm
MLS
kidding.
about fan protests. We've heard it, and the biggest one, the most popular one that we heard about, obviously, was Columbus and the Save the Crew campaign, where they banded together and they literally saved their club and they drove the owner out of there. And then there was Portland, and that's still going on. It's kind of like a civil war going on between the fans and management, and it's happened in Dallas and it's happened in New England, and you always hear it happening elsewhere. Well, it's happening here and now. This is not just in our backyard. This is on our porch, on our front door, and it's knocking. And a lot of people that have gotten accustomed to seeing this happening elsewhere in the league, and they're like, yeah. It's one thing to see a fan protest or a supporter protest or something of this at this level online or on a video on YouTube or seeing some documentary about it. And it's another thing for have it be right there, right here in front of you, and you realize this is not pretty. It's ugly. Wars. You read about wars in books, right? In history books, and you see documentaries about them. And you're like, wow, that's fascinating. I feel so inspired, or I feel so depressed about this. Well, wars should be fought in trenches, and trench warfare is ugly. And this is kind of like that. And a lot of people are gonna have to make big sacrifices, and some people won't want to. But if in the end you affect change, then damn, you're going to be all the better for it. And we've seen that in MLS. The protest has worked in the past. So everybody sharpen your knives.
There we go. Well, let me read off the statement, and then I'll let our guests go off on that because they got some things to get off their chest. Here we go. Given recent news regarding Chris Klein's contract extension, leadership of the Los Angeles Galaxy supporter groups have unanimously agreed not to attend any matches until change in the front office is made. We encourage the fans of the club at all levels, whether members of the organized support or otherwise, to join us in this action. This boycott does not come from animosity to the players and coaching staff, rather a frustration with continued front office practices that have placed off-field business in higher importance than on-field business. Which, 100% true. Our expectation is that executive leadership for our club will work with transparency, with honesty, and with professionalism. We demand that all involved have pride in our colors as we do, which they don't. We will no longer tolerate the types of dishonest and apathetic business practices which have embarrassingly come to characterize our front office and executive operations. We will not return to the stands until change is made at the highest level. We promise to collectively ensure that our club returns to operation with integrity and openness as it has in the past. We will accept nothing less. Galaxians, Lars, ACB, Outlaws, and Ghost Ultras.
So, all right, there's that's a lot, right? And that's pretty bold, pretty big movement happening here.
Yeah.
Now I know there's a lot of we know what we want, right?
Yeah.
But it's not in black and white there, right? Maybe you're talking. I'm gonna ask either Andrew or Alex. So if somebody that's listening to this that doesn't know exactly what is that we want or what we're upset about, at this point they should know. But if you want to take the floor and just what is it? What is the main change that we're looking for here?
Oppen first. I'd say just off the bat, I'm president LA Ride Squad, for anyone who doesn't know. but I speak for myself. No one in Lars speaks for all of Lars. We as a leadership came together and decided this, and then I'm sure that ACP and Outlaws is the same way. Obviously, we have, as presidents, we chat. But again, we all went back to our leadership and asked how they felt about it. And pretty much everyone was on board. There was maybe some people iffy on it, but we talked it out, and we got everyone on board for the statement. But for everything that I say is just for me, so I don't want to say I'm speaking on behalf of all the leadership or on behalf of everyone who signed that letter. What I would say is, I would call all supporters, anybody who cares about the Galaxy, if you are unsatisfied with what's going on and what's happened for the last 10 years, then do what we are doing and try to stay away from the stadium. Don't come, empty the stands, and show that dissatisfaction, there in the field. It can't be ignored. And I think if we do that, we can enact the change that we want. Ultimately, what I would like is Chris Klein to step down. But the reason why we didn't name specific people is because I don't want Klein to be the only one who rolls for this. It is under his leadership, so I do think he is at fault. You got to blame a lot of things on a lot of people, but at someday you're the head, and that's where it falls. The blame falls on you, and when it's a decade of blame, it's there. And I also think Jovan needs to go because we've heard nothing but Jovan tampering, and he's been at the club this long too. I don't think he's done much in terms of scouting and getting players in outside of a few big names. He's had a hand in all the teams that have been somewhat successful, but not to our standards. And he's also been had a hand in all the teams that have been just shameful and something that we can't be proud of and something that we shouldn't be putting forward as the Galaxy. So I don't want to say, just those people, I don't want to say that we're targeting those two, but for what I'm representing, it's those two that I'd like to see go.
Yeah. Andrew pretty much covered everything, but I also want to say that I speak for myself, and I am part of Outlaws, but we don't, what he said. But anyway, this is a very hard thing that I think as fans we all feel, because what better way to spend a day is to go support your club that you've been supporting for years, right? So for me, it's very sad, but it's very necessary. Under Klein's leadership, we've seen bad decision after bad decision. And are you excited to go into this preseason right now? Do you feel hopeful? I love going to the preseason games, I love when it's starting up, but I feel nothing, dude.
I'll tell you how unexcited I am. You guys know me. I love fucking Coachella. So when I heard the Coachella thing was happening, I was like, hell yeah. And it's right by my birthday. How much have we planned for it?
None.
No
Nothing.
planning. I haven't mentioned it at all.
I bought my tickets the day they announced it, and I haven't planned anything, dude. It's just, I'm not looking forward to it. But I think it's very necessary that everybody stand with what we're trying to do. Can you imagine the Rose Bowl empty?
That's what I was about to get to.
What does that say?
Well, to those people that, because there's a lot of fans of the LA Galaxy who are not part of support groups and do not understand that culture, but they like going to the games. What would you tell those fans?
Yeah, I could speak directly on it because I have friends that said, I'm still gonna go.
Yeah,
that's cool, man. I'm nobody to tell you how to spend your money, how to support the team the way you want to. But if you could see it through our viewpoint, I guess, I don't know.
Through your lens,
like we want to see change, and something has to happen.
And believe me, they need this. There's also, you have to add that this is the very first game that's going to be on Apple TV. Believe me, the Galaxy does not want to be that team where they turn on the TV and it's empty and it's the opposing team that's filling the stadium.
Yeah. Apple TV, probably the biggest audience that MLS could possibly get. You know?
Potentially, yeah.
Potentially, yeah. Against you know who. Those are a lot of eyes on that game,
Yeah.
and
A marquee matchup.
yeah.
This is what MLS has been trying to bank for. They got their baby to get their fucking shiny toy, right? Now they want to present it to the world in where I believe MLS really started, which is the Rose Bowl, and it's gonna hurt them to see nobody there.
I think,
Well, at least from our part.
I
from our
also
side.
think it goes further than that. I'm sure you guys agree too. I know that statement was about not going to the stadium for the merch too. The merch, right? We've mentioned this time and time again. And me and Edgar for a long time we did this. Everyone saw most people saw the leaked jersey, right? And we can talk about it after because I know someone has to go soon. And you guys can tell me if I'm right or wrong here. The jersey's cool. I like it. I want to buy it. The jacket is fucking amazing, but you need to hold off on those things, right? You have to make them hurt everywhere possible.
They're
Stop.
cheaper after the season anyway.
No. So what I was getting at is like if you want Galaxy gear, just me and Edgar route. Go on eBay. Go and get stuff that's not going to go to the Galaxy's pocket. Sorry, go ahead.
Just
Edgar.
wait 2 years and get it at an equipment sale, right?
There you go.
Yeah. Also, I mean,
2 years.
from my understanding, merch is only part of why Klein has been hired
You got to hit
again.
them everywhere.
So, I mean, the main thing would be ticket sales.
Hey.
And it's something that I actually mentioned on the show that there's no way he got that 5-year extension before he
I
got
don't believe
reinstated
that.
because he hit numbers. And I'm pretty sure he has.
I love my Galaxy, not to be a dick though, and it's just like I don't believe that ticket sales saved this job. I don't buy that one bit.
No, me neither. I don't think the business. I think the business thing is such a cop out, and they also talk about like getting that Herbalife deal. But how do we know no one would give us something similar money?
Mm-hmm.
It was never put up to bid. It was never put up for anything.
It was
I'm
lazy.
not a business person. Yeah, I'm not a business person. But like, if you have, maybe not the best sponsor, your contract's running out. Why would you not go look and see if you can get a better sponsor that's not a multi-level marketing scheme?
One of the things that hasn't been said is that Herbalife deal maybe was a ploy to try to get Cristiano Ronaldo to come to the club because of that Rose Bowl game and the Alpha TV deal and all that. But I mean, we've seen Ronaldo do whatever the hell he wants to, and if he wants to play for some small team. I mean, granted they're Asian champions, but whatever. But some team nobody has ever really paid attention to, at least in the Western Hemisphere, and take his girlfriend there, to a Islamic nation that has to make special provisions so that they can live together. I mean, that's him. I mean, you can't force him to come over here.
200 million a year. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, Herbalife doesn't have that kind of money, right? They can give him all the protein drinks he wants, but. That's not going to bring him over.
Also what has to kind of hurt too is again we're at attendance, we're at merchandise, and somebody made a joke, and if it gets to that point, the viewing parties for the home games, dude, do it because that's also less views. If you just get groups of people together,
Yeah, you're watching it on one TV with a bunch of foods.
that's less views. Go to the bars. To host it if you can, if your place is big enough to host.
Don't go to the ones that the Galaxy are hosting.
No, it's home games. They won't have one.
Oh, I do have a question about that.
We're talking about home games.
Because, I also understand the fact that you want to come to the stadium and chill with the homies. A lot of people just go to the stadium to hang out with their friends and drink and enjoy something that we don't have in
there's
common.
There's an idea. Somebody bring a big-ass TV. Go to the tailgate.
Let's watch that bitch outside.
Yeah, dude. I mean, at this point, if you already paid for your tickets, if you already paid for parking, use the parking, right? Yeah. And then don't go into the game.
That was my next question.
Don't go into the game.
Use the stadium for the restrooms.
Yeah, I mean,
Take your beer.
if you want to, because the parking doesn't. It's separate from whatever the LA Galaxy does. So if you want to come kick it with the homies, you could probably just chill in lot 13 in the back.
And you
Set
know
up
what?
a barbecue grill. Just watch the game back there.
I'll go to- and you
Hey,
know
can
what?
we set that? Hey, Alex and Samoa, can we set that up just in case? Can we have that in our back pocket, like a viewing party in the parking lot?
I don't know that they'll let you stay there.
Yeah, they'll kick your ass.
So that's what I want. So it's something that
You should be able to stay in your car in the parking lot, right?
Watch it on your phone.
Hey,
whatever
they
it
did
takes.
one at the Rose Bowl during the pandemic.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be allowed?
You know what? Fuck it. As soon as they start kicking you out, just leave and go to somebody's house or watch it at home.
Nah, this is also why it's so easy for me to be. By the way, I stand with you guys. If we get to the Rose Bowl game and this shit, we didn't get what we wanted or what you guys wanted.
Yeah, let's make that very clear.
Yeah.
We hope that by that game there's something resolved. We want to see something happen.
Yeah.
We're not just doing this to we're going to threaten you, but we'll still be there.
Okay.
We hope something happens.
Okay.
All right, hypothetically.
Sorry, guys. I think that's wishful thinking.
Oh, hold on.
Because
Hypothetically,
I think that these guys have shown time and time again. I mean, recent years that the front office has shown time and time again that they really don't care what anybody thinks. They're gonna do things their own way. It's kind of like mafia style. It's like, hey, we'll do whatever we want. We don't care if you like it. If you go ahead and buy our merch, fine. If you don't buy our merch, we don't care anyway. We're still gonna make money. Haha.
Yeah. And Riot Squad had a running joke about Galaxy North Korea, which I mean it's kind of applying right now, right? And dude, Eddie said it earlier. The thing that pisses me off the most is these fools. We found out by a third party that President Chris Klein is our president.
It's cowardly,
Chris Klein.
man.
Yeah. Do you not have the nerve to face your fans and be like, hey, you know what? Fuck it, guys. We got to have him for one more year. Sorry. This is what it is. This is what we're going to do.
You know how bad this is, too? How stupid it is by them? We're upset. We're all mad because LA Times released it, right?
Yeah.
And we found out we're upset. What happens, dude? There might be even some people that don't know because they only follow the Galaxy. They're going to find out through that, and then we're going to get reminded. The Galaxy, in my opinion, I'll be fucking surprised if they don't. But I feel like the Galaxy at some point has to put out a statement, right? That Chris Klein is coming back. So once they do that, we're going to get reminded.
Yeah.
And we're going to be fucking mad all over again. Fans that probably don't pay attention, are not on Twitter or online or like on social media, and they just go to the Galaxy's page.
Yeah.
They're going to find out as well. So I think this is that's also another fucking reason why this backfires on them.
Well, could it be that they haven't put anything out because they're trying to resolve things with the support groups? It could be one of those.
Absolutely not.
Where they would have to.
They had an entire day to do that.
I mean, I'm just trying to. Fuck them. Nah, fuck them. Fuck the system right now.
I would say that's the Galaxy North Korea thing is exactly like the problem, and it's systemic. It happens even within themselves. Like, the department's not talking to each other. The communication is so bad there. It's bad with us supporters, but it's worse. It's even worse for the fans. So I mean, like, it's all over the place. They just have this like miscommunication. They don't talk to each other. Everyone holds their cards close to the vest. It's just weird. We lack leadership. We lack someone who can, just be clear and concise. When it happened with, the first LAFC game with the bleachers, we let them release statements and got talked to Baxter, and they just ran roughshod on the whole narrative of what happened, and it was just like, oh, Galaxy fans look bad. And why they look bad? It's because you never said anything. You never came out and said a single thing and let everyone else control narratives and say everything about us. And they don't know how to do it. They just can't. They can't help themselves. It's systemic.
So I was gonna ask you guys a question because Edgar cut me off and it came back to me. So this is for Alex and Andrew because you guys are a little more involved with what's going on with the movement here. Hypothetically, and I hope I'm wrong, Klein ain't going nowhere. What is there? If there's anything, what would it take from him, from the FOs? Whether it's transparency or they lay a game plan out for you guys, or what would it take for you guys to be like, all right, cool, we're back in, even though Klein stays? Is there anything, or is there anything?
Me personally, no. I'm ready to sit out the season if need be. I've been a season ticket holder since 2007. I've missed maybe like 1 or 2 games a year. Yeah, I'd be willing to sit out a season. It's gonna suck. It's gonna be the worst, but I would sit out at least this whole season to see some sort of change.
Yeah, I think I would too. I would sit it out, man. It's just not gonna change. It'll all be the same, you know. But I think it's still too early to come to some final.
Yeah.
I don't know, but if it comes to sitting out the season as well, I'd be willing to do that.
Yeah, and you guys are giving them. This is your stance, right? And you guys are giving them a choice. Hey,
Yeah.
we're gonna do this unless we see something happen, and it'd be encouraging to see everybody participate. I know there's gonna be people that don't, and that's fine. But just an encouragement to everybody who listens to this episode. Just an encouragement to, support the supporter groups.
And I do want to echo what Alex said earlier when he mentioned his friends going to the game. We can't tell you what to do with your money. Yeah. That's your hard-earned money.
Yeah, of course.
If you buy season tickets, you want to go to the games.
Believe me, it hurts me because I am also a season ticket member. I buy it's gonna suck, but it has to happen.
Yeah.
Something has to happen.
Yeah, no one's gonna begrudge you if you go.
Nope.
No one's gonna say you're not a fan or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, at least not from me, not from anyone I know that's doing this. I don't think anyone's gonna call you less of a fan or not as hardcore. Or, maybe you're more hardcore. But yeah, we're not gonna begrudge you for going. I get it. I'm having a tough time doing it too.
Yeah. And the heartbeat of the stadium is gone without the supporters. So just to let everybody know that there will be no drums and no cheering up in that bitch.
Spinning off the North Korea joke. You know what North Korea did with their like they're gonna hire actors to replace all you motherfuckers. It's gonna be actors.
That would be the ultimate Klein did that during this shit.
There's gonna be a fucking Samoa Bob looking like, what the fuck? He's gonna be watching it from home
with a fake ass wig.
Dude. Oh my god.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Let me remind you what happened in Portland when there were a lot of supporters groups protested and boycotted the team because of what happened with that player that had abused his wife, and the team knew about it. We're all familiar with that mess, right? And I have a friend who's she used to be a member of TA, Timbers Army. She's no longer there, and I'm sorry if you hear my son in the background, but he's here. But anyway, she told me that. When a lot of the members of the supporters groups protested, that it completely broke down lines of communication between the front office and the supporters groups. And instead of going directly to the usual Timbers Army leadership, that the team decided to go and start filling the stands with people that they wanted to put into that area, instead of going back to the original supporters groups leaders, and then just completely left them out altogether in the end. So there's that.
Yeah. When all that happened, go ahead.
I would say that there's a waiting list for season tickets for Timbers Army. We don't have that problem here. So we actually have the opposite problem where people are canceling their season tickets year over year. But yeah, I think it hurts. It hurts TAP members that gave up their season tickets more because they're gonna have to wait on that list again.
Yeah, and this stance that all the supporter groups from the LA Galaxy are taking, when other clubs have done it, a lot of other MLS club supporters have been with them. The whole thing with Portland, a lot of other MLS teams were like, yeah, you know what, we'll stand with you guys. Fuck that guy. Fuck all that shit that's happening. The same thing when Columbus, a lot of other MLS team supporters were with them.
Hey,
and I say that to say this.
Now hold on. And we also have Charlotte Fan TV, CLTFC Fan TV on here in the chat. Hey, spread the word for us too. Klein out. That's all we want.
Yeah, Klein out.
Because trust me, if you were going through what we were going through, I know you guys are new to the league. you'd want this motherfucker out
Yeah,
too. So.
and what I'm about to read is a very out of left field type of message. And it goes like this. Nah, all LAFC fans, real shit, we are part of the same goofy MLS system. We could find ourselves in a similar shoes years down the line, and if we don't stand with the Galaxy fans now, they won't stand with us then. This is bigger than the memes and Facebook beef. And if you don't see that, then you're just in it for the clout. I stand with the G's on this. Get that clown out of your crib. If any FC fans really about it, then let's make El Tráfico empty. El Tráfico runs MLS. LA runs MLS. Don't forget it. Don't fuck with LA.
Damn. I never thought I'd have respect for an LAFC fan.
And it just shows the magnitude of what this means, not just to us who are pioneers in MLS. It affects everybody.
It's kind of sad though when you put it like that. The fact that what we did to the league, for the league, right? Like, I'm not like the whole high and mighty kind of fan, but it's like, it's the truth. Like, this league would not exist if it wasn't for us, right? It wouldn't be where it's at if it wasn't for us. If it wasn't to take that chance and do the whole Beckham experiment, it wouldn't have been where it's at now. So
kudos to whatever FC fan wrote that. I mean, fuck you. We still hate you.
But thank you.
But no, and
fuck with you though, man.
It's stuff like that goes around the league that, you know, showing solidarity with just fellow MLSers in general.
That'd be sick though. Charlotte fan on here, that LAFC fan, or anyone that's both fan of both that's listening or from another team. If you can get your supporter groups to at least put one, not even the biggest, just a sign that says Klein out, and so they could see that shit all over, that'd be fucking awesome. Because I remember, and this was an ACB thing. Samoa, I don't know if you'll remember, and I don't know if you'll remember, but I clearly remember that not we, but ACB got banned from bringing drums and all this shit because of a streamer that was thrown in the final.
Oh, yeah.
And other teams, I think DC even did it, had like banners that said "We stand with the Galaxy or ACB." So
yeah, that's cool.
By the way, guys, also want to remind you that during the Save the Crew campaign, Columbus had traveling fans that would go to different stadiums and ask them, okay, can you guys please, put up a sign or do a chant or something? And I remember the game where the Columbus fans were here. One of them was sitting next to me, and I was sitting where now we know there's Victoria block, but back then it was just the supporter section for ACB. Yeah. But I remember sitting there, and he was next to me, and he kept asking, he was asking people, can you guys please help me, talk to somebody? And I knew the ACB leadership, so I just went up to him and was like, hey, this guy from Columbus, wants to know if you guys can help him out. And he's like, hell yeah, bring him in. He had a scarf, he had a shirt, and they started to Save the Crew chant, and it was really cool. It made him feel welcome, and it just shows that solidarity, like I said, and that for those, I think it was 2 seasons, all of the MLS teams were in solidarity with the Columbus fans. You'd run into them I ran into one of them at the airport when and I saw the Columbus shirt, and I just yelled out, "Hey, Save the Crew!" And they were like, "Yeah, thank you, I appreciate it." So gotta keep that up, man. MLS is a family.
I like this one, guys. Well, I guess if Klein's there, it wouldn't work. But whatever fans decide to go inside, if there's ACB members and all large members that decide to go in, whatever few it is, how about a Klein out cross stadium chant?
Oof. That'd be some shit.
Yeah.
All game.
All
game.
Damn, just one
Wow.
dude.
Oh my god. Klein, boom, boom,
Imagine the way you
ow,
would wake up the next
boom,
day.
boom, Klein, boom, boom, out, boom, boom.
That'd be pretty good too. I don't know, man. It's just something has to change, man. Seriously.
But what sucks is I sit here with you guys, and I don't know if you guys feel the same, but I feel it's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's the sad part, man. We've been seeing this. How long has he been in office? This would be his 11th
season.
11th season?
Yeah.
My God.
He took a dynasty, a literal dynasty. He took over it that year that they won in 2014. He already had it. All he had to do was let it just fucking keep going. Instead, he fucking put his fingerprints all over it and just.
Yeah, it just destroyed.
I mean, he hired his friends to come do jobs that they can't do. Pete Vahanis took the fall at first. Jovan hasn't yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, that's the sad part is I don't think there's going to be much change, but we're going to try to make it hurt at least.
Yeah. We'll end this topic with, I mean, that, like, I already said it, like, I don't believe it. I don't think anything. I think hopefully it gets somewhat better and we're back in the stadium, but I see it like 2-3 years down the line and we're still like, fuck, this motherfucker's still here.
Yeah. I feel the same way. I did a poll actually on my personal Instagram and on the News Across the Galaxy page on IG and asked if people were surprised that he'd be back, and overwhelmingly over 85% said no, they're not surprised. Yeah. And I think we all know that we're fucked, basically.
It's just the thing is like, if this doesn't get him fired, what will?
Yeah, and what that percentage told me is that everybody's already accepting getting slapped in the face by AEG, by Chris Klein, by Karofsky, and by everybody in that front office. And what the supporter groups are putting out is, nah, we're not getting slapped. This is what we're going to do. Fuck you guys.
Nah, we're getting bent over a barrel and showed the 50 states.
Let's fucking go, baby.
I mean, how many times can we go season after season? You know, it always starts kind of strong.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they look good. And then what happens?
Yeah.
The same old shit.
Yeah.
We suck. We're limping into playoffs if we even make it. Don't you want to see that change?
Yeah.
Or just come into a season and be like, hell yeah, I wonder what position we're going to end up in the playoffs.
I haven't been excited for a preseason in a while. Not even when Gio came in, who I thought was going to change.
This was legit ruined Coachella for me. Like, that's how bad it is.
Fuck, Coachella though? Fuck, dude.
You know what's really sad is that we should have a lot of reason to feel excited because of the way the season ended. I mean, granted, they lost in the playoffs to Levas, but the fact that they only lost 2 matches down the stretch, and Ricky Puig looked awesome, and Dejan Joveljic looked awesome, and it seemed like they were finally clicking, all the way, and now like you look at this, and it seems like there's so much doubt and just overshadowing everything that happened on the field, and it's sad. Makes you wonder what the players are thinking, because it's not like they live in a vacuum, right?
Actually,
you know what? All the time on Twitch.
Sorry, because I don't want to forget this thought, and you cut me off all the time, so I'm gonna cut you off. You know what, dude? Honestly, I think we lose a lot of these fucking signings because of what's going on. Like the Aaron Long thing was well known, right? Yeah. And I fucking said it. I said it here. I said, you think he really wants to come here because of that? When there's another team in his hometown
who looked pretty well organized, to be honest.
And it fucking happened.
Yeah.
It was well known that the Galaxy wanted Aaron Long.
Yeah.
Never was he. Let one come up on my fucking feed because I don't know, my fucking algorithm's all fucked up for some reason. He never came up.
Yeah.
The rumor to them at all. And when it came to it,
yeah.
By
the
the way,
rumor was days before he signed.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. By the way, I don't like Aaron Long, so I don't give a fuck.
No, I know, but it will be players like that regardless.
But it's just the fact that they don't want to play for us.
Yeah.
They'd rather go somewhere else.
Elie Sanchez.
Yep.
I think there was truth behind that too.
He was going to come here?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Who wants to come to an organization that's in shambles, dude?
Yeah.
Constantly.
They probably take those meetings, and those meetings probably suck too. And they're probably just like, what the fuck did I just walk into?
Let me get you guys even more mad. So, according to that whole reason why Klein got caught, he's not taking responsibility. He's actually putting it on somebody who's not even here anymore. But as the president of a club who is the most winningest club in MLS history, you're going to tell me you can't overlook every signing that you're supposed to do for your club? The thing with Pavon, sure, it could have been the closer that did the whole thing. But don't you review the fucking contracts and don't you review everything else? Shouldn't it go through you when the final say is, okay, sign this fool? And he doesn't want to take responsibility for that. And the LA Galaxy and AEG just put that man in charge again. God damn, I'm mad. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Take a breath, man. Take a breath.
I got myself, man. What the fuck?
Damn, but how? You know what? Let's be honest. I think we're all jealous of Klein. How dope would it be to go to your job every fucking day and do a terrible job, and they're like
Promoted?
We're gonna give you a raise in a contract. Like,
Man, I was trying to get fired. What's going on here?
jeez, man. Andrew, any faith, any hope? Do you think this is actually gonna happen, or you think we're gonna have this podcast again in a couple of months?
No, of course I hope something happens. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't have any hope. I mean, I'm ready to just sit out in general. Like, if nothing changes, then I'm probably. I can't keep going like this. I can't be in leadership like that. Like, I don't know. This is just a vote of no confidence for his leadership. But I hope something happens. We'll hear from them probably soon, and see what happens. But
Hopefully,
yeah.
Is there several lining for you guys with all this?
Wait, hold
Can
on.
you take any positives out of this? Okay, Chewy. My bad.
Do you guys think probably Dan Beckerman or AG is being like, we're gonna give you a 1-year contract just so you can put your face in everything that's happened?
No, and we actually haven't talked about them either, Dan Beckerman or Uncle
Kowalski.
Phil that much. I
And Uncle Phil.
honestly don't think they give a fuck. I think there's like the truth of the matter is there's a quota and they hit it. Maybe the bare minimum, but Galaxy's now. I would not. I love that AG is our owner because our owners because the pockets
Deep.
right? But at the same time, I wouldn't be totally opposed to them selling because they straight up don't give a fuck about us. They don't.
Well, not the soccer aspect.
I don't know. I think we'll see next year if he stays, right? Because he's already staying for sure this year. They haven't.
But your question is 1 year. I think
No, my
I
thing
think he's
is-
like 4 or 5 years in. He got another big deal.
We don't know, right?
So-
Well, he has the World Cup, right?
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
the World Cup committee.
But he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to be with a team to be in the committee.
No, but the Galaxy probably wants to be tied to it somehow.
Yeah. And it looks pretty on paper.
A friend of mine.
Guys.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go-
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You're our guest.
No, it was just real quick. Our little conspiracy theory was they're keeping Klein to get the tickets for the World Cup. Like they want AXS to be the primary. So what better way? Like, hey, look, this guy could sell tickets. Use us.
I mean,
Who knows?
it could be
man?
that too. A client could be upon in Uncle Phil and Beckerman's big plan of fucking the Galaxy and everything else that they touch. I don't know.
That's just the faded
Yeah, I'm just
conspiracy.
It's just a good one. If you're Chris Klein.
Go ahead, Edgar.
I actually lost my train of thought.
Real quick.
Let me get back to that.
I'm gonna dip. So I'm sorry, my bad. I'm
Okay.
gonna
Are you
dip.
good?
I'll see you guys.
See you,
All right,
man.
dude, thank you for
And
being
thank
on
you
with
so
us.
much, Andrew, for being on.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Fuck
Love you
Klein.
guys anytime. Yep.
Cheers.
I would love to say I'd see Andrew soon at the stadium, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yep.
So yeah, appreciate Andrew for being on. George in the chat, and I think this is accurate. He says AXS ? FIFA has their own ticket distributors. And I think that's
Okay.
accurate.
Well, that's good to hear. Like I said, that was just we were faded and like,
Yeah,
oh, hey,
obviously.
man.
Obviously, yeah, that 70 show circle going on.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm a big nerd for this, and I was very excited. And Brian runs our social media, and I asked him to mention it, and
No.
he didn't.
Why?
Because
Get out of here, dog.
they want to know us. That's why. And
Okay.
It means
Okay,
a lot to
okay,
me.
okay.
The reason we're doing this show on a Saturday night,
Okay.
and probably doing it early Sundays from here in the next fucking 10 weeks,
Yep.
or
12
or
weeks.
Saturdays or whatever. Damn, 12 weeks. I don't get that excited. The Last of Us premieres tomorrow. That's good news.
That is good news.
The Last of Us on HBO Max. We don't get paid for that for being a sponsor. but-
Sponsor us or just give us a
Oh,
PS5.
yeah. Give me a free subscription, dude. I'll wear a fucking HBO Max shirt.
I'm down for a PS5. What's up?
So that's why we're doing it on Saturday. Just
Yeah.
transparency here, not like the Galaxy.
Yeah. All feelings, no facts. Let's go.
All failings.
Failings, no facts. Fuck, that's fucked up. Anyway, I'll do some. Hey, before we move on from the segment, anything you want to tell?
Yeah, closing
Just
thoughts
the
on Klein.
viewers. Yeah,
Go
yeah.
around and we'll just.
Klein out, man. Seriously. And I get it. You paid for these tickets. You do what you want. But if you want to, I guess, stand with us, try not to go. Just imagine what the statement could be. Just imagine.
Yeah.
You still get him reimbursed.
I guess.
I mean,
Call your
the,
bank.
it hasn't
Do a
it hasn't
stop
started.
payment.
Hey,
So you-
what you paid for it, you haven't received. So I want to cancel. Right? We haven't started the season, so
Yeah.
Yeah, call your bank. Be like, hey, fuck these fools. You know what I mean?
Fuck Klein. Klein out.
Yes.
Oh, yes. We know exactly what you mean.
Oh, we fucking hate that guy. Oh, shit.
I don't know, man. Just let's get happy. What are you gonna do, dude?
What's closing
There's
thoughts?
nothing
Yeah,
there.
so closing
Royal
thoughts.
Rumble, baby. No,
Yeah,
okay,
Klein out.
that's
That's all. I'll end with that too. Fuck Klein.
before we, the jersey. Let's talk about the jersey.
Fuck Klein.
All right, cool.
Hey, Chewy, you want to put some jersey pictures up?
yeah.
I'm gonna. Fuck.
Oh yeah,
Shit.
I've been running a poll on that, by the way.
Yeah, I actually retweeted that. So let's put that
Go
that
for it.
beautiful,
Brian, you read the
beautiful jersey up.
I
Very
really,
good, Chewy.
I really like this jersey. Chewy's about to put it up right now. What sucks is that I'm not gonna buy it because that's another way I'm gonna stand with you guys. Yeah, it sucks because
I like it so much.
I like the community kit. I bought it. I hate the fucking current one we have as a home kit.
What?
I think it's boring.
It's
I
beautiful.
think it's
I don't like it.
uncreative.
I don't like the
but-
white one.
But then, yeah, I didn't buy it, and
I'm gonna
love
buy it when
this
it's on
one. So
sale.
I literally went a year without buying the new jersey, and now I am not gonna buy it because
This one's nice, though, man.
Oh,
it is. I love it.
nice.
yeah. You see, and this is where I'm gonna buy it for sure because it's a first Manzanita jersey. So, gonna buy it.
Apple.
Oh.
The Apple View. Oh. Thank you, Chewy.
Low key, I did it better.
Nah, I love it, dude. It has a very throwback feel to it. Of course, I hate that Herbalife Nutrition fucking logo in the front. Aside from that, though, it's a very good looking
Oh, you
kit.
gotta pull up the jacket too.
That's another, what, 5
That's gonna
years
kill
of
me.
Herbalife?
I mean,
And we didn't really talk about that either. That
Herbalife? it was a pyramid scheme, fucking dickheads.
The only like, I guess positive I would say or I could see why the Galaxy would stick with Herbalife. I don't believe it though. I don't believe that this part, and then there wasn't other deals in like a bidding war. Is that their partnership's been going on so long, and the checks don't bounce. Yeah. Salud, Chewy. The checks don't
Allergic
bounce.
to your bullshit, Klein.
You know, that's the one reason I'd be like, all right, cool. This is a pretty good deal, and you guys stuck by us, and those checks cleared every time. So,
Yeah.
and then the Cristiano thing sprinkled on top is a possibility.
Well, no more.
Fuck Herbalife.
So you guys want to see the results of that poll?
Oh yeah. Go
Brian,
ahead, Edgar.
you
Take
read
it
it
away.
off, man.
Take it away,
Can you read it
Edgar.
off, Brian?
I've never seen somebody so excited for a poll result. You fucking heard, Brian? Oh yeah.
Take it away, Edgar.
Actually, can you take it away? I got a lot of noise over here.
Fucking toys.
Oh shit.
Someone take it away.
Klein, take
Damn
it
it.
away.
He
Take it
took
away.
all our,
Glory days.
he took our joy away. That's for
He
sure.
did.
Actually, talk while I pull it up.
I'll talk, dude. Have you guys seen the menu? Wow. Damn. Okay, that conversation's over.
I just finished a show called Drink Master.
Trick Master.
Drink.
Oh, yeah.
The cocktail
yeah.
show.
Yeah, yeah.
It's pretty good.
Nah, I have enough of a problem with that. So
Yeah.
I saw that on there and I haven't watched it. But yeah, anybody that hasn't seen the menu, watch the menu. It was very surprising.
What's that on?
I don't know. I use a certain site. I'm not gonna.
Oh, I
them
see.
here.
The internet.
It's on the internet. That's where it is. It's if you look deep enough, you can find it for free.
Yeah.
You
So
got
you
it, Brian?
got it. You
good
got
here?
it.
All right, cool. Go for it, Brian.
Edgar Nags on Twitter. For those of you who have already seen it, what do you think of the 2023-24 LA Galaxy jersey? I posted it earlier. Are we getting one? Which player are you going to get on the back? Sound off. First option, instant classic with a 31% approval rating.
I voted that one.
It's good.
Yeah.
Getting one with a 48% approval rating. Easily forgettable, 7%. And no thanks, 14%.
Well, most people like it. I think it's an homage to not only LA because of the sleeves or the colors.
The colors, yeah.
But also to, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. If you guys don't see it, the 2002 jersey, I can see that being a resemblance to that jersey too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that
it's also got elements of the '96 jersey because of that the red highlights.
Oh yeah, on the side, which is something that
Fuck it, take Herbalife off and put Budweiser in the front.
but I mean, 21% didn't agree with the jersey, but the rest of what is it, 9, 30, 70?
You got this.
What is it? 79%. 79% approved for the most part. I think it's very good.
I like it.
It's not the tech green.
Yeah.
But it's a nice
It's a
follow.
good one.
It's a nice
honestly
follow.
a good one.
I mean, they could have waited for this
And
one.
Eddie, if you look to your if you look behind you to your left, you could see the seeds being laid for that because it's on your skateboard there, skateboard deck.
Oh yeah, you got a skateboard. I forgot.
It's a nice deck.
Mine's signed.
Oh yeah, by who? Chris Klein?
Yeah. Deck signer.
No, Gasper, dude. That's the
Oh,
that's the big one.
Oh, what did my skateboard move? No, that's fucked up.
it's a nice deck.
Oh, I just remembered what I was going to say earlier, and it's kind of a dour note, and that's regarding like why AEG hasn't done anything as far as this whole situation with Klein, and it's because and other ownerships, other MLS doesn't have owners; they have investors, right? We call them owners, but in reality they're investors. But with other teams, there's like one single entity or one single owner or a group of a conglomerate, right? With AEG, LA Galaxy is just one of their many investments, right? They have the LA Kings, they have LA Live, they have the O2 Arena in England. I know for a while they had the Colorado Avalanche and the Pepsi Center as well.
And Golden
So
Boys.
AEG's of many things, right? And LA Galaxy, I'm sure people can stop going to games and Uncle Phil wouldn't care because the LA Kings are bringing in money, because LA Live is bringing in money. They have so many, avenues of revenue, that are coming in that to them LA Galaxy is probably like so, low on the totem pole or actually the totem pole, so high in the totem pole, they don't care. And it would take something like really massive for them to like be like, hey, let's do something about this. Let's change things, because Phil actually, it seems to me like he's checked out. He's just sitting at home, watching his bank account get bigger every day, and he doesn't care.
But you talk about that like it would take something big. I think if enough people didn't go, I think
Like an empty stadium.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like where it's more expensive to keep it open than it is.
Having,
Yeah.
yeah.
It could
But
force him to
we
sell
know
the
that's not
team.
going to happen. I mean, it's not like we live in a vacuum. It's not going to happen. But as far as the fans making a lot of noise, supporter groups making a lot of noise, yeah, I'm sure that'll get some
Then we were done
attention.
with being sad. God damn it, dude. He just dragged us back in. Is that what?
Oh yeah, so here's pictures of the jersey.
So there's this jacket that I'm not gonna buy.
Jacket. My bad.
That's a badass jacket.
Thanks,
is a
Tim
fuck.
Cook.
I
Thank you,
think this-
Tim Cook.
Tim Apple.
Tim Cook Apple.
I think this hurts the most. The fact that I'm not gonna buy that jacket.
That jacket is beautiful.
It is. It is.
That's a nice jacket.
It's a reversible jacket, by the way.
Oh my God.
For people that don't know,
Jordanese.
super Jordanese.
Jordan Antonio Worthy.
Ricky's is a little too big though.
So
Should have came a little smaller.
I'm not gonna buy this jacket.
So he's left-handed.
I'm not gonna buy this jacket. February 16th is my birthday. I wouldn't mind receiving it as a gift. That's absolutely fine.
Galaxy, wink, wink.
Yeah, or whoever. Yeah, the Galaxy's definitely gonna give us.
Hey, we heard your podcast. Here you go.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
They did send us some headphones and a microphone.
What else?
I'll give the headphones back if I can get the
Trade you.
jacket. Yeah.
Trade you.
And the Galaxy did give us headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah, here talking shit.
Anyway, Edgar, finish your thought. You were saying something.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I said, finish your
Sorry,
thought.
dude.
My bad.
No, that was pretty much it. I mean, like I said, I think if the LA Kings did something where like if something happened with the LA Kings, I think that would generate a lot more attention because the NHL is, although granted it's still far behind MLB, the NFL, and even the NBA, it's still one of the top four, major sports in the U.S. and that would, definitely turn some heads because the Kings, are considered ever since they won the two cups, they're considered, perennial contenders, especially this year. And but with the LA Galaxy, it seems like they kind of turned their back on the franchise. They're just letting things run. It's kind of like if you buy a parking lot, and you just hire somebody to take care of it for you, and it's a turnkey operation. It doesn't take a lot of much upkeep. Once in a while you come by and have somebody clean the parking lot, repaint the lines, and that's about it.
God damn.
That's what it seems like to me,
just
and
fucking
it's
converted us
unfortunate
to-
because an owner that was more invested in what happens with the team would have paid attention a long time ago and would have made some kind of effective change. And as you guys see, I'm a Fulham fan, and the Cons have been listening to fans for years, and they've been working real hard to turn Fulham from a team that yo-yos up and down between Premier League and Championship into one of the better teams in Premier League this year. And in fact, they just took out Eddie's Chelsea. So,
Alex, you're outnumbered here right now, bitch.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, relax.
but what I'm trying to say is that that shows when ownership cares, they listen to people and they'll make things happen. And the LA Kings, they're run by Rob Blake and Luke Robitaille, former players that are fan favorites, and those guys listen. But look what we have in the LA Galaxy. We've been screaming at them for years, and now it's going to come down to this.
I think it comes down to because it's become a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
It generates money as it should, and they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's 'cause-
just let it run.
We're also thinking small too. Like, again, tickets. No, 100%.
We
No,
did
I
see a
don't-
decline in tickets
Yeah,
and
no,
in
I don't,
seats and all
I don't
that
buy
stuff.
the fact that
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't buy that at all.
Yeah.
But we're also thinking small because it goes back to the Beckham thing. Globally, I think we make a lot of money. I think there's fans all over the world to where the Galaxy probably brings in more money than any other team as far as merch goes, right? Those guys that clinged on with Beckham came. With Zlatan, we had Zlatan as well. We had Gerrard. Say what you want about Gerrard's stint here. Gerrard is a big global player too. So, yeah, I think that's where the money's coming from. I can't believe they wouldn't say that it's merch. It has to be. If you're a Galaxy fan and you looked around the stadium, things aren't the same as far as being at home.
Yeah, and that's true because honestly, don't want to say names or anything, but the fans make great shit.
Yeah.
I haven't bought any merch except for the jerseys that come out, but all my other merch is from local,
Show them up. Show them up.
Nah, you don't gotta do that.
Show them up. Show them up. Hell yeah. Look
No,
at that
it's
beautiful.
absolutely true.
LA
Nah, but
Galaxy
fuck,
shirt
man,
right there.
it can't be
It-
just that. It has to be bigger than that, and it could be a global thing. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
This is what we always say on here, like support Galaxy vendors, support all the people that work hard to make stuff that's not just it isn't just it's completely organic. And organic, I mean, it's from people that actually care about the team, and it's not produced in some factory somewhere or in some think tank. No, these are people that go to the games, they live at the games, hang out with the fans, and they give you something that's straight from the heart. And whether it's pins, whether it's scarves, T-shirts, caps, or even food, like Sad Girls, with their their delicious treats and things like that. These are all things that we love, and that's where we should be investing our money. Yeah, you can go ahead and buy the shirt. It's a one-time thing, but most of your money should go towards supporting the other supporters that make this beautiful community happen. And let me tie all this in together, Eddie. I know a lot of times, I talk a lot, but I promise you, it's gonna make a lot of sense.
It always
I
does.
usually tune out, but it's okay. I'll spend it to get this time.
And this,
You'll hear
this
it
is where
later.
I was talking about how it's gonna be difficult to try to get AG's attention, but this is where the strength of this community is going to be tested. We talked about in the past how during the pandemic we saw how strong the Galaxy community is. We saw it come together during a really dark time, and then we've seen it grow and to something completely different than it was before the pandemic. I mean, you look at this Galaxy community, especially on social media, and you look at it before the pandemic and after, and it's completely different. It's grown into like a very beautiful thing. And if we all stick together and support each other and support this protest in our own way, whether it's not showing up to the games, whether it's chanting Klein out at the games, or whether it's just doing it in other different manners. And then we make enough noise that the rest of the league joins in, the supporters, and they're the ones that are also stepping up and helping us get the word out. Eventually, this is gonna get attention around the world, because this is not a small team. This is, for the longest time, this was the franchise, the franchise for MLS, right? The face of the league. We might not be that anymore. I'm pretty sure a lot of people say, yeah, we still are, but it seems like we're not, especially when you have a scandal like this. But if enough people make noise, this is gonna get hurt, and I'm sure at some point, AEG is gonna be like, hey, you know what? This doesn't smell good. This doesn't sound good. We got to do something. Either we sell this team, or we do something about it. And that's when all of this effort is gonna come in, and the fruits of our labor will flourish.
From your positive words to their stupid old man ears.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it is going to be. I actually like that. The community is going to be tested.
Yeah. Community will be tested.
By the way, I got yours. I know how Klein stays and you stay and you go to the game.
How?
Anda pra allá, bobo.
Yeah, whoa.
Bobo.
They cite Messi somehow.
Va para allá.
Venga para acá. Venga para acá, bobo.
Will the Dag Boys be attending the Rose Bowl game? I will say it on record right now. If my brothers over here for the supporter groups are not, their expectations aren't met, and they decide not to go to the stadium, I will stand with them. And just to make it funny, kind of, it's easy for me because I fucking hate the Rose Bowl. So makes it that much easier.
Yeah, I won't be there. I'm gonna stand with these guys. Well, not stand in the stadium with these guys. There you go. But if anybody's gonna have a barbecue, I am willing to show up.
It's gonna hurt, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. The fact that we're not gonna be at the Rose Bowl, I want to be there. It's bad. That's where I first saw the team.
I fucking hate the Rose
With
Bowl.
my AYSO tickets, bro. That's where I first saw Cienfuegos make a dope ass pass
Remember
against
the last
Chicago
game we
Fire,
watched
bro.
the Rose Bowl?
The last game that I watched, that was the longest time ago.
That me and you watched at the Rose Bowl? And it was like, holy shit, this is happening here?
Oh, with Chelsea and Liverpool.
We watched Chelsea.
Actually, it was beautiful.
I still fucking hated
Yeah,
that experience.
but the environment. Oh, what could be? I fucking hate you, Klein.
And honestly, it's cool. It's where we started. It's our home. But you also have to think, this was Klein's idea, right? Yeah. This was his baby. This was like, hey, how can we make even more money?
Well,
let's do the Rose Bowl.
We're aborting that bitch. Let's fucking go.
Yeah. And what statement would that say?
Chewy, Edgar.
I let Chewy go first.
Holy shit.
He's playing solitaire.
No, I mean, me, I have no, emotional connection to the Rose Bowl, so I don't. If you guys don't go, I ain't going. But not because I stand with y'all.
Wow.
Just because they're not going.
I think you just need to think, but yeah, Chewy stands with you guys. Edgar?
Yeah, and I was there at the very first game, and I have a lot of nostalgia wrapped up with the Rose Bowl. And Eddie's right; it's not a good place to watch a game. And then if you're gonna have tens of thousands of levas in the parking lot. Man, it's going to be a wonderful experience for anybody that wants to go there wearing their Galaxy colors. If you thought these guys were something else before they won the cup, can you imagine them now? Damn.
Oh my god, dude! They're gonna throw that one measly star around everybody's face.
Oh yeah, no, I already heard it from some of them before. This week especially, somebody was like, we got the star in the jersey." Like, shut up.
They can finally tell which one's the real one and which one's
The replica.
The replica.
But yeah, I'm definitely not going. I mean, I wasn't planning to go in the first place, but now more than ever, I just want to say, go my complete support. I'm a Galaxian, alumni, kind of like an indentured, not indentured, one of those old professors, that it's like you're a Galaxian for life, well, even if you don't sit with us. Well, you know what? I stand with them. I stand with all the other supporters groups, and I'm definitely backing this 100%.
Nice, that's what's up. But yeah, actually, that's a scary thought too, and not to
discourage people from going.
Yeah, from going and stuff. Also, say a couple things. One, definitely be careful, right? If you're going. Two, it's just like you understand, like if it goes into this protest, that I already felt, and then it hurts to me to say this, especially here on the pod. Excuse me. I already felt that we were going to be outnumbered.
Yeah.
Despite the protest.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Now with the protest,
even more
heavily outnumbered. So
my numbers were 3-1.
And the last thing I'll say is, don't start anything because
definitely don't.
Because you know what? It hurts to say again, they're hanging this trophy over our head, right?
Deservedly so.
So don't give them that satisfaction of you losing it and you fucking acting a fool and you getting upset over it.
Yeah, it could escalate very fast.
Yeah, so.
If they show you that star, just say Klein out and walk away.
Yeah, Klein out. They're like, what? Yeah, fool. Watch the league, idiot.
Don't be stupid. Stupid. Yeah.
I mean, who knows? If they talk crap to you and you say Klein out, they'll be like, oh, yeah, I agree with you. And then they walk away.
Spending, again, another question. I don't think so. I think we joked about it, but I don't think this will happen. Will the supporters groups show up to Will the supporters group show up to pregame at the stadium? I'm not even going to make that effort to go out there. I'm not a part of the supporter groups, but I would.
I think it falls into the all home games, I mean, those games don't really get full, in the first place. Oh, shit. My
keys.
Sorry, man.
It's such a professional showing you fucked it up by dropping your keys, bro.
Yeah, I think they apply, man. They apply.
No pregaming, nothing. Especially not the Rose Bowl. Fucking hate the Rose Bowl. One of the things I hate the most is
one way in, one way out, or two ways in, two ways out, and there's the same exit. All right, I think we've
mad enough.
We're mad enough.
I'm still mad.
You guys got anything else?
All right, have we beat that dead horse yet? Some more?
Nah, this time's what's a funnier animal?
Platypus.
No, they're cool.
They're funny though.
What about koalas?
What?
They have stupid stone faces.
They're cute. Koalas are
Koalas. Cute as a button.
Oh, you want to go like Cuba? Otters are the shit.
Ooh, slap those.
Fun fact, you know what otters do? They hold hands while they sleep so they'll float away from each other.
What about a baby elephant?
That's cute too.
You're fucked.
He had a grin in his face. That's all the reason I did it. He put a grin in his face. Oh, that's fucked up.
Alright, I guess we could leave with that one. Baby elephants, y'all.
Oh shit. Okay, we'll leave with Spenny's comment here. Why not show up and show out at the digs with signs at the entrance, not enter the stadium? That's a good idea. There's plenty of ways to park free there. I don't think the money goes to AG for parking, but just to be safe, if you do that, don't park inside the stadium. Ask us, DM us if you want. There's walking involved. We'll tell you where to park and do that.
We can't confirm nor deny any of that is happening, but
you heard it here first.
Nah.
Either hit us up or don't hit us up on the DM.
Yeah.
But we might or might not.
Maybe, who knows, We'll see.
Is the sky blue? Who fucking knows? You guys are good?
Yeah, I think
Edgar, you good?
we're good.
Ottawa.
What he said.
Yeah.
Okay, now. Thank you everybody for listening. Should start picking up a little bit more. Although we may not attend the games, we'll cover the team as much as we can. As signings come in, as more rumors come in, we'll have more stuff to talk about. Right now, we're just
focus on this of what this protest is, and it's very important, not just for us as Galaxy fans, but I think it sets a precedent to the league that the biggest club in MLS is not going to stand for shit, so you shouldn't stand for your club shit either.
Yes. For now, the Nag Boys are just trying to survive the rain. Everyone knows in LA, once water falls from the sky, we all freak out. All jokes aside, though, be careful out there. Rain is crazy, and hopefully that shit is stopped.
Don't get wet, God forbid. Fuck.
Just brujas.
Wet boys.
Yeah, no, but be careful out there.
Yeah.
For sure. This shit's, if you know me, I work in property management. I'll tell you right now, rain, LA is not built for this rain. I'll just leave it at that. So just be careful. So thank you everyone for listening. Make sure to share, like, subscribe, whatever helps get the Nag Boys out there.
Yep.
We're getting ready to get up out of here. So if you want to find me in any socials, you can find me as Eddie Nags all together. Right?
You can find me as Brian Nags on Instagram and Twitter, and maybe soon to make a comeback to Liga G.
Wow.
False.
On Xbox. Nah, PS5.
You could say PS Box. Fool.
PS Box.
That's what it was. You missed.
X5.
He said if you get a PS5, he will too, because he's a big boy and he's gonna live in a house though.
Yeah, let's go. Chewy.
You guys can find me as Chavez JA. Pretty much on all social media. Chavez JA. Pretty easy. Pretty simple.
Edgar.
You guys can find me on Twitter as Edgar Nags. I also want to thank the guys from Charlotte Fan TV for tuning in, and for any other podcasts from around the league that are watching us live or listen to us later on. We're counting on your support. We would support you the same way. And like I said, I keep saying it, and I'll keep saying it to the end. MLS is a family, and we appreciate your support. And if you guys can get the word out, let's do this.
Yeah, Klein, of course. Our special guest. Where can they
Yes.
find you?
Thank you. You never left. Thank you, Alex.
Find me at Ziggy Eat My Dust _ Eat My Dust. Yeah, let's just get Klein out, man. Let's see some change, please.
And you can find some old Bob with a wig and a stands.
His actor.
Played by Zac
Korea.
Efron. What the fuck?
North Korea Bob.
North Korea. Oh. Damn.
Again, thank you everyone for being here with us. I think this is our first show of the year, actually.
It is.
Yeah,
Hey, can we
welcome
get some hand claps?
Yeah, hand claps, Chewy.
Welcome to 2023, guys.
Oh, yeah, well, that's the same thing.
There it is. I hope you guys are having a great 2023.
Yeah.
The rain has made it a little rough for everyone.
Yeah.
But there's a rainbow at the end of every whatever this shit is called, or however that saying goes. So just keep your heads up. It's LA, rainbow pass.
There's a
Whatever.
leprechaun at the end of the rainbow. That's what.
Yeah, that one.
Sure.
Casio. Again, thank you everyone for watching. Make sure you guys stay safe, stay dry out there. For Bryant, Chewy, Edgar, our special guest, special gaze.
Special gaze.
Special guest Alex, thank you so much for being here. You're always welcome.
Thank you, man.
I mean, I know he's cute, but chill, fam.
Hey, welcome to home, right? What's gonna happen first? Or calling out.
Let's start the bet right now.
Next thing you're gonna hear AG buys WWE.
There you go. So, yes, we're gonna get up out of here. We'll let you know when we're going to be back on. But we will not be on here the weekend of the 27th because me and my Nag Boys, the fucking nerds out here, we're going to be at the Royal Rumble. So
In San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio,
they
Texas.
the twos. We the ones.
Because we the ones. No, you the twos,
That's what I just
and
said.
we the ones.
That's what I just
Okay,
said.
cool.
Keep on nagging. Catch you guys next time.
Keep on.
Keep on nagging.
Chew with your candy.